Hello, one and all, to the grand finale to this grand battle. Yep, I went back in, got that gold trophy, and I'm ready to finish this. First, let's talk to this guy again, now that we've obtained every single gold trophy, ever. Amazing! You've won gold trophies in all 3 of the tournaments here in the amusement park. All those trophies, what an honor. I'll also present you with this Ray Warrior data chip. Ray Warrior? It's a very rare Robo. You're really lucky. I'm actually pretty jealous of you. Here you go. All you need to do now is go over to the parts generator and register. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Right, so the gold trophies from before this area are what you need for the gold single battle, and then the golds from this area give you Ray Warrior. Thanks for coming. Welcome. Blah blah blah. We actually don't need to go here again. I forgot to I forgot to scroll down and click no. Oh, this will only take a second. Left, right, left, right. Okay. Now let's go back to a couple of these other areas and pick up what I missed out on before. Congratulations! Since you cleared the Z-Boss room, you get the gold trophy. It's an honor, and that's not all. I'll also present you with this Ray Legend data chip. Ray Legend? That was Dad's Robo. I can really have it? Of course! Here you are. All you have to do now is go to the parts generator and register. Wow, thanks. You actually seem like a pretty nice guy now. Well, thanks for the compliment. Yep, get the gold trophy in the Z-Boss room, and you get this one too. Coincidentally, I am also heading back there. When you're revisiting the areas to pick up parts, you want to make sure you click no to not skip the scenario, otherwise you won't be able to move around. In this, we want to go to the west side. Or, I think so. Nope. Maybe the east side. That's the parts register. Or, the generator. Here it is. There's something on the floor. I wonder what it is. Looks like it's a data chip. There's something written on it. Top Secret Z Data Chip, Part 2. New Robo, Chicken Heart. Great abilities, but it was made illegal and therefore condemned. Wow, cool. A new Robo. I think I'll take it. Let's just set this chip into my Robo Cube and take it to the parts generator to get it registered. And I believe, since we, yeah, here's Ray again. Okay. There's a little discrepancy between what's in between what was in my notes. Oh well, I can clarify that in the in a comment later. Unfortunately, the only 2 bodies I can't show off right now are Redkensen, which is Obro's Robo, and Athena, being the one that's used by Eliza and Isabella. I believe it has something to do with progress. Of course, I could be totally mistaken on how exactly you pick them up. Because I did every single tournament and got every single gold trophy. And they did not unlock for me, so I probably have to pick them up somewhere else. Possibly at the station? No? Or talk to somebody. Nope, okay. Never mind, let's move on. since we're on this side of the map, I'll go over to Bogies. And we actually need to head behind the counter. Hey, I found a data chip for an X-laser gun. There's a memo, too. Someone left this chip here, but since no one's come to retrieve it, go ahead and take it. Wow, how lucky. I think I'll set this chip in my Robo Cube here. I think I'd better get to the parts generator and register. And now I'll head on over to the lab. And then make my way over to room number 1. And I believe what I'm looking for is on the bookshelf. Huh? What's this? Hey, it's a data chip for wave laser gun. Hey, there's a note here. It says, "Finders keepers, congratulations. Please take this with you." Oh, aren't I lucky? Let me just set this data chip in my RoboCube. I better go to the parts generator and get this thing registered. Luckily, we're right in front of one. And there we go. See ya. And that is everything else I can possibly show off. However, there's one thing I was persistent of before and could not do earlier. We've actually been able to do this ever since we cleared the first tournament in Walton Carmen's apartment. And that's this. Lucy's office is actually a developer's room, which is really exciting. I love stuff like this. So, let's go ahead and have a little chat with everyone here. I'm Nakayama, the supervisor. Custom Robo is a fun one-player game, but it's better if you got some friends to beat up. So please, grab some friends and have fun in versus mode. I'm Mitsushima, the supervisor. Have you been using any weird weapons? Even if you think a certain part is hard to control or looks weird, please give them all a try. After all, you might find a weapon with that perfect combo of range and incredible damage. Custom Robo will keep evolving if you stick with it and discover your own favorite combos. I hope you enjoy the game. Hi, I'm Kanbei. I was in charge of modeling for Hal, Thomas, and Obero's subordinates. I hope you like all the cool Obero group. Hi, I'm Sasaki. I worked with Sarugakucho, or Sarugakucho. That makes more sense, yeah. Anyway, worked with them on developing the weapons and tweaking the CPU. Would you believe this is the 4th Custom Robo game? It's the first one for North America. That is true. There were 3 other games before this one. The first 2 were on Nintendo 64, and another one on the Game Boy Advance. I'm Koji Kenjo, the producer. I'm also in charge of the original scenario. This has been the biggest project I've ever worked on. Now, I'm far from perfect, but my team worked hard, and I think we've come up with a really good game. As the original writer of Custom Robo, I was really moved to see it evolve as much as it has. I hope you have fun with it for years to come. Wherever you are, sir, I do enjoy this game a lot, so thank you. I'm Mr. K from N Corporation. We've only got a few weeks until we get to ship the game. I'm Komoria. I helped out with modeling the secondary characters in story mode. Sure, they're all minor characters, but that doesn't mean I didn't love them as much as the heroes. So please, treat them right. Minor characters need love too. Especially those two nameless that got so far into the tournament. I'm Brainstorm Nakamura. I was in charge of sound. Brainstorming is when you think really, really hard until you get the perfect idea. Nakamura, the guy who made the music for Custom Robo, should be on the 7th floor of our building. Our real building, I mean, not the one in this game. Our real building doesn't have a sign, you know. It's tough to find, but we use the flower shop, restaurant, and beauty salon as landmarks. Can't imagine what that must be like. There's nothing else over there, so let's check out this other room. Hi, I'm Taka. At the end of arcade mode, your results vary depending on how many continues you used. Arcade mode is also where you want to play if you want to register your well-earned parts into the parts index. Thankfully, since you're playing with 5 at a time, it should go at a reasonable pace. Let's see, who should I talk to next? There's quite a few here. What are you? Hey, I'm Mori. I did the scenario programming. Harry originally made this sound, but we turned the sound off, because it was irritating me. Bet you wish you knew what it sounded like, huh? I'm Shinta. I helped out with 2D sprite control and enemies. During development, I used to get nosebleeds. My room got all dirty, and the characters became pale. But we finally got through it. Good luck, and try to complete the parts glossary. I'm Koba. I'm in charge of events. I work at Studio Fake. If there are any problems, please call Studio Fake. The phone number is XXX. If found advertised, boss will yell at me. Hi, I'm Oba. I'm in charge of the scenario. I'll show you some of my favorite animations. Please watch. Stop! Where's the dice? Aw, man. Wasn't that great? I'm Kana, the assistant planner. I liked Sergey, but take off that mask. I'm Jin. I'm in charge of the maps. Normally, I'm in the lab. Come see me when you're bored. However, I'll be in research lab mode, so my personality will be totally different. He's saying, I'm Katu. He's saying, I'm in charge of characters. He's saying, when I was designing, I dove inside the heads of the characters. Hello, I'm Cookie. I made the characters in Robos. I'm going to bake some cookies for my special friend, Mira. I'm Yayo. I'm in charge of motion design, which is sort of like animation. Thanks for playing. I enjoy making girls move. I like to give them realistic movements. And I like watching them move. If you examine this closet, I'm Denki and Mochi. I put love and life into the 2D characters. Are there any characters you like? Did you come up with one right away? If you did, think harder. I love the way he just slides back in there. I'm Taki. I'm in charge of stage design. Robo battles are good, but don't forget to sleep. I'm MSP. I'm in charge of design. I just have this one thing I have to say. Something I've got to get off my chest. Go outside! I don't suppose you know what I'm talking about, but even if you do, it's good enough. Thank you for buying custom Robo. It's finally done. I'm so happy. I've been drinking too much coffee during this project. I should cut back, but first, I want to sleep. Bonus. Oh no, Ayako. I still see Hiroko when I close my eyes. And if you talk to this robot, call me Mecha O. I was in charge of programming. I worked hard. I hope you like the game. That is all. I should warn you, I look nothing like this in real life. Oh, that reminds me. You were nice enough to talk to me, so I've got something for you. Here, it's parts data for your RoboCube. A complete set of wonderful can parts. You should be able to use it if you go to the parts generator and register it. Oh, do not thank me. If you want to give me something though, I'll take a coffee with milk, please. Non-fat. I'm Haruna. I made the Holosseums. Oh, I'm hungry. I want some curry. And finally, the boss. Hello, the name's Boss, and I'm the director and scenario writer. Thank you very much for buying this game. Please read the instruction manual and warnings before playing this game, and keep the instruction manual in a safe place. And for your own good, leave the lights on while you're playing. You don't want to get tired eyes, right? Oh, and don't sit too close to the television. Take a 10-minute break every hour, alright? Be sure to rest your eyes, too. I just don't want you to get a headache or anything. Please keep the game disc away from direct sunlight in hot places like stoves and heaters. Keep it out of dusty and humid areas, too. And if you're tired or have dry eyes, stop playing. Oh, and don't bend the game disc. It might break, and that could hurt. Plus, your game won't work. Also, make sure you don't get any fingerprints, dirt, or scratches on either side of the game disc. And don't place any stickers on the game disc or write on it with a pencil or pen or anything. Executives talk too much! I'm sorry. Goodbye. Oh, and Arvon, pick me up a copy. It's funny how those involved with game development aren't always guaranteed copies of their own games. Like, I remember listening to this one story of a voice actor that played a role in in a game he was in, but he still had to like pay for his own copy. It's kind of funny. Anyway, behold the can. Yeah. This part set is 100% comic relief because it's the weakest. Not much else I can really say about it, but if you want to have some fun and, you know, be a troll, go for it. Let's go into the parts index real quick. If I scroll down to, this is Rickenson. Strike Vanisher model with some really wicked mobility, as I'm sure you remember from the story. And this is Athena. Oops. I suppose I can show off everyone else too. Like I said, once you unlock the parts in story mode, then you go into arcade mode. Play through with them to the very end. I believe it's 8 stages. And eventually you'll fill in all the spaces and get these wonderful, wonderful pictures. By the way, I want to say Ray Warrior is actually an upgraded version of Ray 01, while Ray Legend, of course, is based on Ray Mark II, I think? This would be from the Nintendo 64 era, obviously. And, funny story, Nintendo Power Magazine actually held a little contest for players to submit their own Robo builds. And the single winner of that contest would receive a real model of that Robo, and Peregrine was the winner. I don't really remember what other parts they used for it, but yeah. If you're that single winner and you're watching this, congratulations. You made me really, really jealous as a kid. Here are the guns. Oops. You can really see the signs of evolution in the Rahu parts. But yeah, this game was, I'm sure I said this before during the credits of the new Journey, but I had a lot of fun coming back to this. And I'm glad I was able to sit down and record it. Unfortunately, I let some of my frustrations get to me, especially during the grand battle segment. I enjoy a good challenge every once in a while, but as soon as I got to the outside world, I was like really ready to be done. But considering I only had to redo like a small handful of tournaments for gold trophies, I'd say it was alright. Yeah. The biggest hurdle for me was the gold single battle. I had to redo that one a couple of times. Everything else leading up to that, though, was about average, if not maybe slightly above average. But yeah, this game, I just absolutely love the, the action, the music, the characters are full of charm and all of that, and it's a really good multiplayer game too. I cannot stress that enough. If you know someone who has this, make sure you tell them, hey, I want to check this out for a little bit. By the way, if you do decide to play, make sure you do at least 50 matches, because doing so will unlock an extra stage called Dark Hole. I'll demonstrate it here real quick. Or Dark Star, sorry. Must have been thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sure, Type 4 is fine. This stage is a little trippy, I'll be honest. But basically, if you were to go outside of the outside world, it would look a little something like this. There are walls on it, of course, but you can't really see them. And there's just 5 little pillars here that you would use for cover. I do appreciate the very space-like view that you get from this, especially with the camera rotating and everything like that. It's really cool. And you can see all the other Holosseums that we picked up along the way, including the unique ones from that one tournament. And I believe that is the end of this playthrough. Thanks a lot for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next big thing. Bye.